So it took me about a day and a half to get all the tractor work done, but we did get that done. I brought it back out here, so we are ready to tilt W5. It did cost quite a bit, about $4,393 altogether. I got the air filter cleaned out, blew that with the compressor, replaced the oil filter, all the fluids. Put us in the hole for about $750 there. I found a hole in the air intake, and so unfortunately I had to go out and get a specialty air intake. Cummins was the only thing that was fine close, so I put that together, a little welding, and Yankee know-how. The hydraulics were gummy and disgusting. It cost me several hundred for that, and then about $225 in hydraulic oil for that replacement. And the cylinders were doing good for the hydraulic pumps, so that was excellent. Good fuel in there. Still, the diesel wasn't corroded, so I was really happy to see that. But let's get it moving. We're going to put big grass in this field. There we go. Get this bad boy started up. You'll probably be able to tell. Ooh, she's purring. She's purring. Okay. So we'll get this unfolded in the back here. There we go. There she goes down. And get that down. That looks good. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure she's getting in the field there pretty good. Yeah, we're right on that edge where we should be. All right. Ooh, she moves right along, doesn't she? Sounds like a freight train going off. That's awesome. So we are going to get this field done. That articulation's pretty interesting. I think it's going to take me some time to get used to it, but I definitely like it. It goes just kind of the way you expect it to. So that is just fine with me. And we're going to get that set up. Let me get the tachometer and all that fun stuff set up here so that you can see that. Oh, you know what? While we're at it, let's just real quick, let me cut out and pay that invoice. It's not gonna leave us with a whole heck of a lot, but let's go ahead and get that paid out real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, and as you can see there, $4,393. I just paid that invoice through my bank account online, so that's all set there. We are good to go. And let's get this bad boy back down and turn on that. There we go. Ah, she just moves right along, doesn't she? I did want to, oh, that's right. That's what was the extra money. So part of putting that new air intake filter on there really bumped up the horsepower of this thing. So I was actually able to get an extra 26 horses out of it, which is really amazing. I was actually super impressed by how good that was. Get that backed back up. We'll raise those tines. And I know I probably did this the opposite way that I should, but we'll get a couple headlands in here, and then we'll do our up and downs. or rose. See, that articulation, it's effective, but it's just a touch tricky. So I'm sure the more experience I get on it, the better that's going to be. Now, with concerns with the Valtra, I still got the Valtra on my mind. Sorry, guys. The Hurleman, I think, can do a lot of our running. Probably not the grain trailer, but you know, if we have stuff to take, like the eggs and the milk, we can take that and use the Hurleman to do that. The other nice thing is that I do understand that you can put a gooseneck on the back of that trailer, and well, there you go. The Lizard has a gooseneck hitch on it. There we go. Fold it back up. And that is our field seeded. Our next step is we need to take the you know what? I was thinking we got to have a name. We can't just call it, you know, the big tractor, or I mean, Big Red. It's kind of cheesy, right? We'll call her. His name is Boris. All right, so Boris it is. Unless you guys have a better name, let me know down in the comments what you think we should name the red Russian tractor, and I will pick the best one. So there's that. How's that? And nice. All right. Put this big rig away. Down she goes. Perfect. Okay, so now to seeding. Take a quick look at our field and see what exactly needs to be done to them. Let's get to scores. Oh, you know what? We do need to buy soil samples. See how bad it's going to be. Oh, 8,000. Oh wait, you know what? We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Oh, I'm so glad that actually we purchased the Iscara, because it's going to cost us, I believe, much less, and because we have to pay basically not just the fields that they I have to pay for the entire acreage, period. So if they do it for the entire, I think our entire square area that we own is, it's a lot of acres, but so we have to pay for the entire acreage, not just the fields we want analyzed. So this will be much cheaper in the long run. Okay, let's get these forks taken off. There we go. We'll get the there's that. Whee! With the Scout taken out, and we will take soil samples. Now we just laid those fields, so the big tires are not going to affect them as of right now. We'll do a little test. Yep, it's good. So we're going to take a look at our mini map and get our equipment open. And we'll take some soil samples. It's good. Now we don't have a lot of money to be dinking around here, but I do need to know how those soil samples come out so that we can it'll help our fertilizer rating. So it'll save us money in the long run by not having to pay for as much fertilizer and lime and all those really expensive items, because it'll automatically adjust our feed rates. Field. And it does take just a minute for those soil samples to come in. So that cost us $2,550, a lot better than the $8,000+ for having them do it for us. Okay, well, this is really good. So up here in the green, that is sandy loam. Now, if you remember, sandy loam is probably, it's not the worst, like loamy sand. Loamy sand is really, really bad. We just have a little touch of that. Sandy loam is pretty good. You get decent values out of it. And then there's the loam here, where it that one has get really good values. You get stuff up in the 110, 120%. The silty clay is not so great, but it's definitely better than It's in between the sandy loam and the loam, so it's still not bad at all. So, and then it looks like we're getting good yields. So there's only a little bit of that, but mostly we're going to get those nice loam yields, which is exactly what we want. We're going to get high yields out of that stuff, which is great. So that was the laboratory results there. We're going to put the Scout back, and we are going to grab the fertilizer sprayer, and we do need to take a look at the soil values to see how much fertilizer and lime we need to put on the fields. That doesn't do me much good doing it that way. Set that right there. Okay, we are going to flip around, put our weight on the front instead of on the back. Actually, we don't need to weight at all. We'll just leave it right there. Perfect. That's the story I'm sticking with. We are going to get our spreader, and we're going to fertilize these fields, and then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to harvest that field, get it put over into the chickens so they can have some more food, and we don't have to fuss with that. There we go. Now I'm going to check those yields real quick to see exactly what we need. There we go. So overall, our tillage is good. We're not going real deep. Weed control, we'll get to that. pH value is middling, and our nitrogen values are probably not the best. Obviously, we haven't even yields off any of these fields, so it's not showing. We definitely need to get nitrogen in all of these fields. So the fertilizer heavily in there. And then it looks like our pH balances are a little low, but those will auto adjust. That's going to be a little expensive. The material isn't that expensive, but there is a lot of lime goes down, a lot of it. So even though it's only, I think, 350. Yeah, it's 350 for 1,000 liters, but that 1,000 liters goes quick. Maybe it's 2,000 liters, but that anyway, that 2,000 liters goes really fast. So we get that fertilizer filled up here real quick. And let's get on over to our field here. Okay, let's get the app out and go to the section on fertilizer. Big bag fertilizer. There we go. Go, 2 bags. Excellent. And yeah, it looks like $93 for delivery, but that did cost us $4,000. We have so little money right now. So it looks like that will probably be a little bit of time before they get that delivered. So since we can't fertilize, let's be productive. And I'm going to show off my Superman skills here. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. It was only 350 pounds, guys. I'm good. I'm doing good. All right. Yeah. See if they survive the winter. She's doing good. All right. So New Holland rages to life. And we don't have very far to go here, so I'm just going to pick this up right off cargo hitch here, or the trailer for the header. It's matched up. Here we go. Everything looks good. There we are. Back that out. Perfect. All right. That's shut down. And it looks like the boys dropped off that fertilizer. Not too bad. We're about an hour ago. Go. Yeah, maybe I should get a job doing deliveries. $93 for a 10-minute drive. Yep, there's one. And there's two. We're filling up nicely there. Ooh, I don't know about you, but I'm a little warmish. Let me get this. There's a back door open on the Hurleman. Let's see if I can get the... seems to be stuck. Can't get that back window open. Man, I could sure use some fresh air. Turn on the vent right up here behind my head. Go. All right. Oh, that's much better. Go. Turn off the fertilizer. Yeah, 2 bags was just enough. Didn't actually, or more than I needed, but we'll need it for the next round here for after we harvest the field. So let's get down here. And our next task is we're going to grab the grain trailer. We will get the grain unloaded. Oh, we got another jug of milk. Lovely goat milk. We'll take a look at that real quick. Put it in there. And unload. Perfect. Off we go. Let's see what we got here. Sheep milk, 359 liters. Still doing good on hay. I think one thing we'll do after the harvesting gets done is we're gonna mow up some grass, and we don't have a baler or a tedder. Or not a tedder, a windrower, but we might be able to pick them up for a few hundred. Let's see what the price is on the goat milk is. Sheep milk. Okay, so we don't have any place to sell it right now. Let me call around and find out where exactly we can sell this. could be pretty interesting, but we will definitely find that out. Let me make a couple of phone calls here. I'm good. Get in the cab where it's a little quieter. Okay, so I did find a place to sell the sheep milk, and it is located right here. And they accept the cow's milk. Apparently, there is a area where you can make the cheese, which you get almost 4 times the amount, or 3 times the amount of what just the goat milk is worth. But that is a good way there. At least we can start making some money. Now, the eggs are one of the best ways to make money. And as you can see on the prices here, that the eggs can make us, let's see. Yeah, so we want to look for November. Max price we can get is 1,400, but we still got a ways to go. So maybe we'll sell some early, see how that goes. All right, so off we go. We are going to get our grain trailer. There we go. Back in here. In there close. Off just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to get this up here. And it looks like it's going to pull it okay. I think once we start getting some weight on this bad boy, that's where it's going to, we're really going to wish that we had it. We need to look out for sales. There's a nice tedder there for 8,000. Mower for 5.5. Wow. Wow. You know, it might not be the best way to do it, but if we took our mowers, which were 17,000, we slowed it down a little bit, maybe took our time, you know, if we sold that mower back, since we really haven't used it, you know, that would get it net us some money, but I don't know. What do you do? Do you think we should, you know, if we find a good deal, do you think we should sell our that brand new equipment that we just bought to buy some older stuff and go backwards, or you think we should just, you know, fight our way forwards and with what we've got and not, you know, compromise buying used equipment to get by? I mean, I could check out a loan. I used to have pretty good credit. I'm not sure if I can actually take out loans anymore since, you know, I've been under investigation by the, you know, Security Exchange Committee. You know, that boat still is out to sail. We don't know where that's all going to end up. I mean, there could be a trial. It could be crazy. I mean, they just confiscated, you know, things for the value. You know, let's say they don't sell it at auction, and it's very possible that, you know, I could owe more money if the items don't go for the value. But supposedly, I guess I could get money back. But yeah, I think you can guess how that's going to go. Let's hop back in here and let's get started in our harvesting. Or turn on the swathing, because we're not going to be able to collect that straw anyway, so that's really not going to help us very much. Let's get this started. Okay, cutting in there pretty nicely. We're gonna swing around here. We're going to get the headland done. And then I'll actually set this to some music and we can enjoy. Oh look, beamer footprints. Thanks, buddy. Hope someone steals your parking spot at the government agency. And off we go. Finish off the good stuff. Get this backed up here, get it put in. Looks like we're not quite over it. Get over that marker. There we go. So 12,000 at about 400. It's not a lot. 12 times 4. Yeah. A few $1,000s. Yeah, I think we could turn eggs into a lot more money than that. So, get this to the edge of the field, get everything closed down. There we go. Leave that there for a moment. Go. Yeah, it pulls it okay. It's not bad. You know, it's going to last several months, so I am not going to dump that in there right now. Let's go ahead and drop it in the granary, because I can't pull it out of the chicken feeder. I can't pull it out of the chicken silo until I can't pull it out of the chicken silo, but I can pull it out of here, and the chickens aren't anywhere close to being out of food. So we're going to check those chicken prices in the meantime. 9.14. Eggs. Where are those eggs? Searching for the eggs. It's Easter. $13.89 is the top out price on that. So, and it's at the lowest right now. Those eggs aren't worth anything. So to get even a slightly decent price, we're going to have to wait for at least 3 months. But at least that'll give us some time to build up those eggs. So that is the granary done. Just selling it for that price is just... I'm cutting my own throat, I am. That's all I'm telling you. Cutting my own throat. Oh. Got parked up. We're going to go get the harvester. Get that back. We're going to put it on its trailer. We're going to see if we can figure out a solution for making some money here. I think silage might be the way to go. But we're going to need a baler, and we're going to need all sorts of complicated things. We could go the bulk route, but then we still need a really expensive wagon to pick all that silage up. Okay. So some of the cheapest options might, you have to spend a certain amount of money for everything. I mean, from what we have right now, we can mow. Now let's say we just mowed with the head unit here and sold this unit, got that packed up, took it back to the market. See if we could, we'll pull up the app here and take a look, see if we can get a decent deal. Ooh, man, I'll tell you, I need some caffeine. It's tough sitting in that tractor all day. Okay, so, we could sell both the mowers. It's actually a decent-sized mower, but, then we lose what the Hurleyman can do width-wise. So I don't think that's really a good idea. I think we're good with what we have. Just maybe sell the side mower here for... probably be able to get about 13 to 14. We hardly ever use the thing, so it should be okay. So if we got 13,000 for that, and then if we bought a windrower, Wind mower is going to cost us about 5,000, so there's 7,000 left over. And then if we bought a baler, I think the baler is where we're going to run into issues. So, because even a cheap baler is going to set us back 12, so that's, yeah, a gone deal. We can't even get, a used baler, because there's just none. I could make some calls and see if maybe somebody might have, something, that's used for a decent price. I could fix things, so that might be how we have to do it. Maybe somebody be willing to let something go for a few thousand, but we also need a bale wrapper, because that's going to be the next deal. Now you can rent them. Now here in the Case Dealership app, we can look at, edit cut. Now in the Case Dealership application, we can get a bale wrapper. There's the Keverland, and if you were to lease it, it's $1,000. So, but that's a one-time shot, but we'd have to get a decent amount of grass out of that deal. So, we'll have to do some checking around, but for sure we need to get something to cut the grass. So, or to, bale the grass up and get it to the sheep. So I'm going to make some phone calls here, and we'll see you in a little bit. So I'm going to run up and get a late lunch. We'll see what time it is. And yeah, it's about 2 o'clock. I'm going to get a little bit of a late lunch, spend some time making some phone calls again, see if I can find something useful for us to harvest and get some grass going, because we still don't have everything we need to get those sheep taken care of. At least a baler or a bulk pickup or something to the fact. Okay, so I'm going to leave you here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.